Is it like a promotional for your company, or?
It's for like one of our segments, like military family, so somebody, we have a
Oh.
Navy SEAL talking
You
about
know what, I
working with
bet
us and all
what you
that.
could do is you could upload it to YouTube, and then you could embed the link.
Oh, it is on
into-
YouTube already. Oh, that's good.
Oh, so you can get the link off YouTube.
It is on
and then you
YouTube,
can
okay.
embed the link somewhere,
In
like
your
inside
profile?
your profile, and say, you know, here's a video about
What
our
we do.
company, and then have the link. And do you get hyperlinks? Does it
Can-
give you a hyperlink if you
Never
put a?
tried.
Can't you hyperlink also to your website, Bill? It's just
Well, you
video.
hyperlink
It
in your
is, it
PowerPoint,
is.
right?
It is.
Aren't you
You can
hyperlinking
hyperlink
your
it just to
PowerPoint?
your.
Yeah, yeah.
website.
Right,
That's
just want
one
to
of
have
the.
less, you know.
That's one of the things in the profile says
Yeah,
my
that's on
company.
there already.
So they can go to your company and see the video there, but if you want to,
Yeah.
I think if you want to embed the hyperlink in the profile, I think you probably could go to YouTube directly.
Okay, that's
right
good,
from
because
the
you're right,
profile.
we're there.
Yeah.
And then, on another, not as, anyway, sometimes with people with some of my contacts, it says, he wants to read this book, which I find totally useless. Either he read it and you can tell me about it, but him wanting to read
Well, he
it,
recommends this book.
no,
or
it's
he's reading
wanting,
it.
it's wanting to
Reading.
read, or
Really?
whatever it is, it hasn't completed the task. And I
It's on
thought,
his reading list.
Reading list.
yeah, and I thought this, and of course I know this person, so I have to kind of chuckle, but I'm thinking, come on.
Well, because
That's
like,
just
okay,
crazy.
if they're being professional, say they're like a salesperson.
Yeah.
And they're reading this newest, latest, greatest, selling model.
Right.
And, it's like, it looks good to them if he's trying to get hired as a
Curious
sales rep, because he's reading, he's updating.
Right, but it just seemed like either you read it or not wants to read it. For some reason, that was an
Yeah, that is
interesting
kind
thing.
of-
I
That's better
probably
both.
have not learned all
please.
the bona fide uses for all of these little tools. Besides which, if I said Lonnie is reading a book, that would not change for about 4 months.
I know, seriously.
Unless it was a technical book. If it was a novel, 4 months.
Right, right, I mean,
And that's working hard at it, because I have to read every line 4 times to make sure I get the equation right.
maybe it's an Amazon type promotional thing, who knows?
I don't know. Okay, searching with LinkedIn, which is actually the meat of one of the suggestions from our previous event. You can search. You can't see the box well. You can search for people, jobs, companies, answers, inbox. That's wrong. That's where all this stuff is. What do I do here? Simple search. People, jobs, companies, answers, and I guess you can do
Those are all the
inbox.
categories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
did you
search.
used to be able to search your inbox before they made this change?
I think so.
Okay. So these are all the categories that you can search. Some of them you can do an advanced search on, and some of them you can't do an advanced search on. You can use multiple words within the search box up here. And I found that at least one level of Boolean searching works. After that, it was unreliable. That's what I found. So it's not like Google, where you can have this big long string and it all works. This is a very simple kind of search mechanism by comparison. So if you want to search just people's jobs or answers, you can just click on that link right there.
Does that search for anybody on LinkedIn or just within your extended network? Like if I
Everybody.
search for a company, it's only through my network?
No, it's everybody.
So it's anybody who would belong, let's say,
What happens is,
let's say I'm looking at Merck
yeah,
or Pfizer
Yeah.
or somebody else.
Yeah.
I type in Pfizer,
right?
search. It's gonna list everybody who has Pfizer in their profile?
If you're searching people and you put in Pfizer, you're gonna find people who are working or used to work at Pfizer. If you search for
Whether they're in your network or not.
I believe so. Yeah.
But then you'll get a 1, 2, or 3 next to people that
Yeah.
might be connected.
Oh.
If you search for companies and put in Pfizer, you're gonna get an entry for Pfizer if they've got one, and then the people that work for Pfizer.
Right, right.
And it'll be the people who are working there now, separately grouped from the people that used to work there.
So companies have LinkedIn accounts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least certain people within the company.
Well, yeah, it's people, but why would companies have LinkedIn accounts?
HR
Because they're
people,
putting up jobs,
recruiters.
Okay.
because you can search for jobs too.
Why wouldn't you just go to their website and look up careers or whatever?
Because
You could do
sometimes
that
you
A lot
only
of times they
post it
don't
on
post on
LinkedIn.
websites.
I'm sorry?
A lot of times companies don't post on their websites, but they'll use something like this, which is more a professional thing. Like a lot of times, you know, they'll post something on in the San Diego Tribune, right? So you get 1,000 people responding to something that, you know, the only thing they have in common is a letter in the same name or something. You know, I mean, it's like just a lot of useless applications. So if you go to this is almost like a group, right? You're going to a series of professionals and you put your job posting there and people find it.
So if you're on the job hunt and you have a certain company you want to work with, you should be looking at your LinkedIn profile, if they have one, rather than the company website.
We look at both.
I would look at all of them. I mean, I notoriously I do, people say 80-20. I'm getting closer to 80-20. I used to be 100-0. They call me 100-0 Adelman. I did everything. So when people are looking for a job in this kind of market, I still recommend any possible source of information that could get you to your target, look at it. So I don't know that there's a right or a wrong place to go. LinkedIn is certainly a good place to search for jobs, but I wouldn't discourage anybody from going to a company website to see what jobs they had listed there or anywhere else. I would do it all.
Yes, it's just interesting. I'm surprised. I've never heard that before, that they'll put it on LinkedIn.
Well, the union, I don't think the union uses, I think they use Monster now. It's either Monster or it's some website. It's, I can't remember because I had called to see what it would cost me to place a print ad for an event, for one of these events. And they told me, well, you're in luck because if you do this today, it's blah, and if you do it tomorrow, we're moving over to this, whatever the website was, and it went up 3x to place the ad. So I guess it goes online and then also goes in print, and that website handles it all. So
It's very expensive to advertise, so that Sign On San Diego.
yeah,
is
it
a
is.
racket,
Yeah, so I didn't do it. But anyhow, I would go to everything. Any source that makes sense, I would go there. Search contacts and hiring managers at target organizations anywhere. So there's when you're looking for people, you can just, up here it says location, which you can't see too well. You can leave it as anywhere. And Google, like I said, has got a very powerful advanced search mechanism in it. I would use that in conjunction with LinkedIn for doing these searches. I wouldn't just use this. So it actually gets better than just anywhere. You can actually put locations in, which, gosh, you just can't see this. Location, postal codes, and how far away from that postal code, and what kind of categories you're interested in. So that's pretty good. It says where you want to look for what kind of radius you want to search in, and what kind of things are you interested in, and then press the button. So it's a little bit better than just a broad search. It's a little bit more specific. If you're looking to stay in San Diego, this is 92121. I'm interested in anything in a 100-mile radius of 92121, and it spits it out. This is pretty common in other search tools, so people are probably pretty familiar with it. Searching for jobs. You can search for jobs by function, industry, location, including the postal code or radius from the code, experience level, job posting date. So job posting date tells you, is it stale, is it new? I've usually try to, when I'm looking for a job, try to concentrate on the ones that have just hit the market. But because I'm 100-0 Adelman, I also go for the other ones, but I like the ones that were just posted. You can sort by company, date posted, location, job title, degrees away from you, keyword relevance. Now there was one that Scott told me about, which I think, the beta. Job search beta.